The Google Stadia cloud gaming platform was launched recently, and I saw what was going on. A lot of people are saying cloud gaming is a pipe dream. It can't happen. The input lag is too much. There's too many excuses. This feels like the 1990s where people were saying, don't get on the phone or stream video or whatever. Well, let me tell you something. I've been using a little service called Shadow for the past, since May. So if you do the math on that, that's 6 months? Yeah, 6 months. So I've been using 6 months on their monthly plan. So I pay $10 more per month than everybody else. So I'm paying $35 per month for something that is primarily made for PC gaming. Now I'm going to launch this as it is. I'm not going to cut anything out so you can see how this works exactly. Okay? So, as you can see, there I am. And as this is connecting, I'm going to show you some settings. Actually, I'll just wait until it comes up so you can see how long it actually takes. So, I'm on a i7-4770 processor running on a Verizon Fios internet connection. I am plugged directly into my router, okay, with a Ethernet cable. And I want to show you some options before I actually launch this thing. So first of all, my internet connection, it's somewhere, see, I might have 75 up and down with Fios, but realistically, sustaining, it can be about 60. So to be on the safe side, I have this set to 50. Now, if I had a newer PC that could easily decode H.265 and I had a lesser internet connection, I could check this box and get better video quality from that. Full screen on startup, yeah. Automatic shutdown, I have this off because sometimes I like to close the program and keep the PC running. And let's see. I have this off, but apparently, yeah, you can use USB stuff. I don't know about all that, but my point with all this is a very optimized system. It also features uncompressed or lossless audio. This is something that I love, being an audio connoisseur, as it were. So as soon as this was available, I believe last month, I definitely checked the box. And yeah, I mean, they have this client, is what they call this client software, is very refined. Now, before I get any further, I want to show you guys a video I put on my personal channel where I actually tested out the input lag because I had actually experienced back in, I believe, July, a significant improvement. Now, by significant, I mean by like maybe 10, 20 milliseconds, but in gaming terms, that's very fast. So I tested it out, and there's only 2 frames of delay between the time I clicked my mouse button and the time that gun went off, and for me, that's imperceptible. Two frames, I tell you what, if Shadow can get it down to 1 frame, I'll be super impressed. But 2 frames is not a big deal to me. So let me launch this, and I'm going to have to censor this next screen. So I'll just keep letting it play. Okay, so I have to censor this because it has my real name on here. And the less personal information I can put out to the internet, the better. So you just type in your password. This is a Windows 10 PC. And yeah, so I'm in. It does take a little bit longer to start up if you immediately press the launch button when it allows you to. But yeah, here's my system. This is just like having another computer. As you can see, I don't have just computer games installed. I have my FTP software. I have the Opera browser. I have 2 different launchers. Now, I never did install the Rockstar launcher, but my point with that is, unlike Stadia, You just buy the games as if you had a regular PC. And so if you cancel your Shadow subscription and buy yourself a actual gaming PC, guess what? You're not stuck with your games being on Shadow. Shadow has no ties to my Steam account. It has no ties to my EA, Origin Access account. No ties to my Uplay account. Everything is as if this was a second PC, okay? And I'm moving the mouse around, very little delay. And here's my favorite feature of Shadow. They actually keep this in the corner so you can access it at any time. You can see what your performance is. Right now it's going at 1 frame a second because I'm only on the desktop. This goes up to 60 frames per second. So yeah, if you're used to anything above 60 frames per second, you're probably not going to like this. Now, I believe they're going to change that next year because the graphics cards are going to be more powerful, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, if 60 frames per second is enough for you, this is fine. If you need anything higher than that, dude, you're going to have to get a PC. You're going to have to get a powerful PC if you want anything higher than 60 frames per second. This is not for you. So, latency, very low. So when I'm in games, I typically will have a ping time or a latency of around 5 to, I've never seen it really go above 20 or 30. So my real ping time is very low. I should mention that the download speeds on this are insane. It's a gigabit internet connection. So when I install games, it is super quick. You know, downloading games, not a problem. Now, the only thing is I don't think you can download or transfer older games. If you can figure out a way to, you know, I have this so I can upload files and then download it, and I might be able to just do that through a USB drive. I haven't tried that. I'm a little leery about that, but I transfer anything I want through my web server. I could also use Google Drive or something like that. But I prefer using my web server because I pay for it and it works, and I feel more comfortable about the privacy concerns. Anyway, let me show you. Well, I guess now would be a good time to show you guys how fast this can go. Download queued. Why is it not going immediately? Oh wait, it's downloading something down here. Ow. Okay. So Steam tends to be on the slow end. Like, I think the fastest I've ever gotten it was like 60 megabits or megabytes per second. But EA Access, Origin, or whatever it's called, Origin Access, and Uplay are very fast. I think Origin has basically the best servers. Now here's the thing. Shadow will only allow you to use their services if you're not in the area of where their servers are. So basically, I would rather them not sell their services to people who aren't near it, and then they get a bad quality of internet connection. But my point with this is there's a cloud system right now that exists, and it works really well. And here's the other cool thing. It's not just for gaming. And right now it's not cheap, but I believe probably in the spring of next year, if not a little sooner in the United States, they are upgrading their systems so that the one that I'm using right now for $35 per month is going to be less than $15 per month. Now, I believe that is if you get it by the yearly plan, but if you get the month-by-month plan, it'll probably be about $25, maybe $20 a month. So you're getting a GTX 1080 equivalent. And if you want a higher end PC, they have options for that. I believe the one I'm paying for right now is going to be upgraded to a RTX 2080 with a 3.4 gigahertz processor. So, that's cool. So yeah, Shadow, the input lag's not a problem. You are not limited to their service. Actually, Shadow does not even sell video games. So everything you can do on a regular PC, with few exceptions. There's been times where I could not play certain games, such as Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. I don't know why it didn't work, but it didn't. Ironically, the add-on games for that worked perfectly fine, but the remastered version, whatever, it just wouldn't work. Another thing, Friday and Saturday nights, you better forget about it. If you want to play games during those nights, you better log in before like 4 or 5 o'clock. So basically, when you get back from work, log in immediately, because from about 6 p.m. until, I would say, like midnight or 1 a.m., it's just going to be filled with people. So again, this is an issue of they don't want to limit the quality of their service, because that would be bad. The other thing is Stadia, they've said you shouldn't stream video or stream music while using Stadia. So what I'm going to do is try to use this while streaming YouTube on 2 different screens. By the way, this is really simple. You just click that and you make it smaller. I can minimize it. Here's another cool thing. I like to render videos with this so that I can play on this computer. Again, it's like having another PC. You're not limited to just playing video games. So Shadow is a remote PC that happens to work really well with video games, but it's a lot more than just a video game machine. Alright, so as you can see, the download speed has increased on Steam. Just like anything, sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Right now it's getting up there, which is pretty neat. But I'll be coming back to show you all input latency and whatnot. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to have video streaming while I'm using Shadow, and we're going to see if this thing has any issues. Shadow does recommend not having other things going as well. It's just a limitation of internet speeds, but we'll see. We'll see how fast I can get it to go. Even if I have to bump it down to 40 megabits a second, let's see. And actually, I'll do that right now. Because then that leaves my internet with about 35 left on tap. Alright, I have to launch YouTube on my smartphone and on the TV. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to start Pinball Arcade. Okay, it only took about 20 minutes, but the Verizon Fios YouTube box app finally decided to work. So I'm going to play a NASCAR race on my smartphone and it's a music concert on the Fios box. And one of them is going to be 720p, and the one on my phone is going to be 1080p. Now I'm going to play Shadow and play the diner level. Both videos are going, and I'll remind you all, I screen capped this at 30 frames per second because that's really all my computer can handle. I can technically do 60 frames per second, but it's not good. So I am seeing this at 60 frames per second. Actually, let me double check on that. Yeah, that's 60 frames per second. And if you don't believe me, say, there's my graphs. All right, let me see how. Oh, the bandwidth is really low. See, I need to play a first-person shooter or something like that. So I'll do that. Here, let's see something. No, I can't play with the graph open. All right, I'll just play and let you know about the latency. Seems good so far. With the plunger hit, you can usually notice it right off the bat. Yeah, because I got a wireless keyboard and a wireless thing it's blocking my signal. Hold on, I'm gonna have to move my phone so it's not right in the signal path of my keyboard. Hold on. All right, let's see if this will work. Whoa, what happened? Guess I didn't hit it hard enough. That's what she said. Come on, man, go. Oh, that was my fault. I hit it too late. Not sure if you can hear that. I don't notice any delay playing pinball. I also play Rocket League. I have to concentrate on this. Come on, come on. I mean, there's a little bit more delay than I'm used to, and that might just be because I'm using screen capture software. If I were doing this for my personal channel, the screen capture would be on Shadow's end. Because yes, that's possible. All right, let's see if I'll play it one more time, and then I'm gonna switch to a first-person shooter. Because yeah, this is not really dishing out the bandwidth. This is a very low requirement. I don't know about Vampire. I've never played that game. So I'm going to actually I'm going to re-download Quake Champions or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll put Toxic back on here. Yeah, Toxic's a smaller game, so I might just do that. Come on, let's go. Man, this table is tough. See how quick that ball dropped? Holy crap. It's going slow now, but when it came from the top, it was like bam. Yeah, so streaming video on 2 devices plus this one. I wonder if I bump it up to 50 if it'll make a difference. If it would, well, no, it wouldn't, because this is not a very demanding game. All right, I'm gonna just switch to another game, and I'll be back after that. Well, while that's downloading, I'm going to say that Shadow isn't the best at everything. First of all, this is their account page, okay? So if you don't know to use Control and Plus in Chrome to make something bigger, like how the heck am I supposed to read that? So yeah, you got to Control Plus it. So by the way, I'm going to leave this referral code in the video description. If you guys would be kind enough to use it, you can get $10 off your first Shadow invoice. So sometimes they actually have a trial period where it's $10 for the first month. That's actually how I originally used it. So I basically, or was it 20 a month? Anyway, I got it for a very low discount. So if you use my referral code, you too can get in on the Shadow experience. But yeah, here's I don't really want to click on any of this stuff because it might reveal too much information. But yeah, this is literally the login. This is the account page. Control Plus or Control 0 to put it back to the original size. Shadow, this is one area you got to work on. This is like amateur hour on your account page. Seriously, this is unacceptable. Now, one good thing. Because see, when you have a regular PC, if it crashes, you have to reinstall everything, and hopefully you were backing up stuff on a weekly basis, right? Well, here's the cool thing about Shadow. They actually have a backup tool, so if you have... I always save everything on the desktop, which saves my butt when all of a sudden I screwed the computer up, okay? And within about 3 hours, I was back and ready to go. Like, they handled everything on their end. They just said, hey, when you're ready to go, hit this button, it'll restart it. And yeah, it was definitely a hassle, but I mean, so is getting a PC that crashes. So in my opinion, obviously you got to have a PC or their little ghost box to work this, but having somebody else to deal with, what if the computer got a virus? Like, that's another cool thing, is that if you do all your internet browsing and things like that on the Shadow, and it by chance gets a virus, or if you install software that gives you a virus, guess what? Your computer doesn't have the virus, Shadow does. And that's a good peace of mind to have. Again, I can edit videos, I can mix music on Shadow, and I can render out videos that normally I couldn't, because see, they have an NVIDIA graphics card that allows you to encode either HEVC video or good old H.264. And on mine, because I don't have the GTX 1070 installed anymore, I have to use good old processing power to get it done. Now, I still recommend using good old processing power to render the best quality video, but the fact that I can, if I really need to, get a video out quickly using their side of things. Now, the one thing you got to be concerned with is a lot of times your software license will only work on one computer. With audio mixing, iLock, unless it is machine-based and not dongle-based, I don't believe will work. Even with the USB thing enabled, I don't think it'll work. But everything else, all the other plugins should be okay, including acoustic audio stuff. I'm going to go back to Shadow. It should be installed by now, and I'll show you what a first-person shooter looks like while I have 2 video streams going. I'm also going to reset it back to 50 megabytes per second. Sure, I'll play in Europe. I don't feel any lag. I'll turn down my audio so I don't feel any lag. Any crappiness is on my part for not playing this, for just not being good anymore. I also don't have my sensitivity is up too high. You're not gonna rock at me, buddy. Ah, now he's got a laser. Come on, man. That's BS. Alright, again, I have video streaming going on. I'm gonna get killed. Yep, I got very little health left. So, I'm really not feeling that much. Well, the lag I'm feeling is, oh crap. I meant to pick the damn rocket launcher. Yeah, my sensitivity on the mouse is up too high because I just jumped in without changing any of these settings. Thought I could jump up on there. Guess not. Uh-oh. Anyway. I think if you can, I think you can jump. Nope. You can't do that. I don't remember how to jump up on these platforms. Ooh, the bullcraft. Nope. What? What happened? Oh. Okay, well, let's try that again. Steam sync failed. Great. Alright, I guess I can't play, and that's not Shadow's fault. That is just more BS PC gaming stuff. Alright, I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to put Rocket League on this computer. Alright, I can finally try this again. I'm not going to do doubles because that'll make somebody mad. And already I can tell this is not bad at all. Like, I'm just going up and down on this menu here and it's fine. Oh god, that's loud. I can't get to the menu, so you have to... I haven't played this game in a long ass time. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. Yeah, very little lag. I mean, I don't even feel it. Woohoo! Oh, close. Yeah, guys, I just don't feel the lag. And my ping, look how low that is. 6. That was good if my partners were in front of the... If they were centered, oh my god, what are they doing? Alright. That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, I don't feel any perceptible latency. And really, that started in July, I believe, when I did that video test. That's when the latency got really just unnoticeable. So I'm just gonna keep playing this and let you all know, because something could change, because the video may have buffered, and I just want to get a full experience while I got video streaming going on. And I did set this to 50, if I recall correctly. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so earlier this year, back in May or even a little later than that, it was, you could notice some lag, but it's so, I mean, it's really not any different than locally having to, wow, that... I thought he got a goal off of that hit. I'm like, man. Oh, you know what I could do? Here, let me check this out. Let me do it again. See how quick it does the reverse? I just stole the power up. Sorry, bros. Oh, they still got it anyway. So yeah, you heard the click noise on the controller. You saw how quickly it changed the camera. Watch again. So Harriet Tubman kicks ass once again. So yeah, guys, cloud gaming, as long as you have a decent internet connection that, it's not about the speed of the internet connection as much as it is how much packet loss you get. Verizon Fios, it's fine. I mean, I have to have the internet anyway to be able to upload videos quickly. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up by saying Google Stadia is still a beta program, and the alpha program, the macho program, is definitely shadow. And that's all I have to really say about that. None of this BS about, oh, don't stream music, don't stream videos. I just had 2 devices streaming videos, and I had this set to 50 megabits per second, and Did you see any issues? I didn't. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Everybody's talking about Google Stadia when you literally have this awesome company just sitting there waiting to be used. And I'll show you what happens when you shut it down. Just hit X, and you can either keep this open, which I'm going to do, or you can shut it. I'll just shut it down so you guys can see what happens there. And then it always asks, how was your experience? And I usually click 5 stars. So there you go. Not saying it works perfectly every time, especially on Friday and Saturday nights. What I mean by that is you can't always log in on Friday and Saturday nights. But the rest of the week and during the day, I've never really had issues. Occasionally, yes, it will be down completely, but they'll let you know. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, everybody.